Modern election technology arrives with a great deal of promise. It offers the prospect of faster vote counting. It suggests a future with more efficient electoral processes. Many hope it will lead to greater transparency for voters and observers alike. The goal is to make casting a ballot simpler and more accessible for everyone. This technological wave aims to strengthen the very foundations of democratic participation. Companies developing these systems often highlight enhanced security features. They speak of reducing human error and making results more reliable. The allure of a seamless, technologically advanced election day is strong. However, this optimistic vision is not always the reality. The introduction of complex technology into something as vital as elections can also bring new challenges. These challenges can sometimes overshadow the intended benefits. Instead of clarity, confusion can arise. Instead of trust, doubts can fester. The very systems designed to secure the vote can become points of contention. This happens when glitches occur or when the inner workings of the technology are not fully understood by the public. It raises important questions about oversight and accountability in our modern democratic processes. The digital age brings convenience, but it also demands vigilance. South Korean companies have emerged as significant players in the global market for election technology. They are actively exporting their systems to nations around the world. These companies promote their automated counting machines and other digital solutions with claims of innovation. They emphasize features such as high-speed ballot processing, which can handle hundreds of millimeters per second. They also point to enhanced transparency through voter-facing displays and integrated security measures like QR-coded receipts. The ambition is clear to be at the forefront of modernizing how countries conduct their elections. This push into the global market shows a confidence in their technological capabilities. Ultimately, the transition to new voting technologies carries both great potential and significant risks. While innovation is a welcome force, the practical implementation and unwavering reliability of these systems are absolutely paramount. The integrity of democratic elections depends on the trustworthiness of every component, including the technology used. When these systems are exported, the exporting nation's reputation for technological prowess is also on the line. The core issue is not just about faster counts or sleeker machines. It is about whether these tools genuinely uphold and protect the democratic will of the people. This question becomes more urgent as more nations adopt such technologies. Despite the advanced features and promises of greater efficiency, South Korean election technology has encountered considerable scrutiny on the international stage. Numerous reports from various countries have highlighted significant issues. These problems have cast a shadow over the reliability of these exported systems. The concerns are not isolated incidents, but rather form a pattern that demands closer examination. When a nation exports its democratic tools, it also exports its reputation for quality and dependability. The global experience with these systems has, in several instances, fallen short of expectations. This has led to widespread debate and calls for more rigorous evaluation before adoption. The range of problems reported is diverse and deeply concerning. Allegations of bribery have surfaced, implicating high-level executives in connection with securing lucrative election contracts. There have been admissions of outright manipulation of voter turnout figures in major national votes. Technical glitches have plagued election days, causing delays and confusion at polling stations. Beyond simple malfunctions, accusations of outright fraud linked to the performance of these machines have also been made. Each of these issues on its own is serious. Taken together, they paint a troubling picture for nations relying on this technology for their democratic processes. The frequency of these varied problems raises fundamental questions. The impact of such technological failures or controversies extends far beyond the immediate election cycle. When voting machines malfunction or results are questioned, it erodes public trust. This trust is the bedrock of any functioning democracy. If citizens doubt the fairness or accuracy of an election, their faith in the entire democratic system can be damaged. Rebuilding that trust is a long and difficult process. Therefore, the reliability of election technology is not merely a technical concern. It is a fundamental component of democratic health. The stakes are incredibly high, and repeated issues can have lasting negative consequences for a country's political stability. Miru Systems, a prominent South Korean provider, has often been at the center of these global controversies. The company has developed and deployed a wide array of election technologies, from automated counting machines to AI-driven surveillance systems for polling stations. While Miru Systems promotes its technology as secure and transparent, attributing many criticisms to rumors or political manipulation, the documented incidents in several countries tell a different story. Despite these challenges, the company has continued to secure contracts and has seen substantial revenue growth, aiming to expand its client base significantly in the coming years. This highlights the complex interplay between technological offerings, market demand, and the critical need for accountability. The Philippines offers a stark example of the controversies surrounding South Korean election technology. A top executive from a voting technology company faced serious US bribery charges. These charges were directly linked to the awarding of election contracts in the country. More recently, the Philippines adopted automated counting machines from South Korea's Miru Systems for its 2025 midterm elections. This decision itself came after periods of debate and scrutiny. The transition to new systems always carries inherent risks, and the Philippines' experience underscores the need for extreme caution and transparency throughout the procurement and implementation process. Public confidence hinges on these processes being demonstrably clean. Further complicating the situation in the Philippines, a software update controversy emerged in May 2025. A watchdog group, Contradia, flagged a specific software version used in the final testing and sealing of the ACMs. They pointed out that this version was not certified under the Technical Evaluation Committee. The Commission on Elections stated that an earlier certified version was simply rebranded after an audit. However, Contradia argued that this unexplained change, so close to the election, casts significant doubt on the process. Adding to voter concerns, some users of the online voting system reported receiving a baffling 146-page string of incomprehensible code as their voting confirmation. Beyond the Philippines, other nations have also reported serious issues. In Venezuela, a company utilizing South Korean technology publicly admitted that voter turnout numbers were manipulated during a significant national vote. This admission struck at the heart of electoral integrity. In Iraq, the 2018 elections were severely undermined when an estimated 70% of voting machines supplied by Miru Systems reportedly failed to transmit or record results accurately. Such a high failure rate is catastrophic for any election, leading to widespread confusion and deeply challenging the legitimacy of the outcome. These incidents are not minor technical hiccups, they are systemic failures. The Democratic Republic of Congo faced similar challenges in its 2018 elections. Reports indicated that approximately 45% of polling stations experienced equipment malfunctions with Miru Systems technology. This level of disruption can disenfranchise voters and create an environment ripe for disputes and instability. Interestingly, Miru Systems later exported a large number of AI-driven CCTV units to Iraq, marketed for real-time monitoring of voting activities. While presented as a security enhancement, this move came after the significant failures of their voting machines in the same country, highlighting a complex relationship between problem and proposed solution. The focus must remain on foundational reliability before adding layers of advanced monitoring. The concerns regarding South Korean election technology are not limited to its performance abroad. Within South Korea itself, questions have been raised about the integrity and security of its domestic electoral processes. There have been troubling reports, for instance, of foreign nationals allegedly participating in crucial vote counting procedures. Such incidents, if substantiated, could seriously undermine public confidence in the fairness and impartiality of election administration. The sanctity of the vote count is a cornerstone of democratic legitimacy, and any perceived interference or irregularity can have significant repercussions. These domestic issues suggest that the challenges may be deeper than just export quality control. Furthermore, vulnerabilities within the South Korean Election Commission's own systems have been a cause for concern. Reports have highlighted potential weaknesses that could leave these systems susceptible to hacking or other forms of cyber attacks. In an era where digital infrastructure is constantly under threat, ensuring the robustness of election systems against malicious actors is paramount. If the systems in the country of origin are themselves questioned, it naturally raises doubts about the security and reliability of the technology being exported to other nations. These domestic anxieties add another layer to the complex debate surrounding the trustworthiness of these advanced electoral tools. This brings us to the central, unavoidable question: can these election technologies truly be trusted? On one hand, they promise efficiency, speed, and a reduction in human error. Companies like Miru Systems actively promote their advanced features, such as integrated security and enhanced transparency. On the other hand, the litany of global controversies, from bribery charges and manipulation to widespread technical glitches and fraud allegations, paints a far more cautious picture. In response to these persistent doubts, watchdog groups and international observers have increasingly called for independent audits and, in some cases, a return to manual precinct-level counting to verify machine results. Ultimately, the widespread adoption of any election technology hinges on its ability to inspire and maintain public confidence. Exporting technology should equate to exporting reliability and strengthening democratic practices, not sowing seeds of doubt or facilitating controversy. The series of issues encountered globally with some South Korean systems, coupled with domestic concerns, suggests that the answer to the question of trust is still pending. Achieving that trust will require far greater transparency from technology providers, more rigorous independent testing, and a proven track record of flawless performance in diverse electoral contexts. The integrity of democracy, both at home and abroad, depends on it.